Audience, a kind request. We request all of you to enable your videos and to please mute your audio. Thank you. Which coffee has rich traditional culture, special preparation, and brewing techniques? You ask anybody, and they would say it's Turkish coffee. And here we have Ms.Beyza from such a cherished land. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ace Innovation Singapore, Ace Innovation India, and Blue Hornbill Club welcomes you all to this one-of-a-kind session. Did you know the knowledge, skill, and philosophy of the Turkish art of marbling is transmitted orally, says Dr. Nina Gayatri, COO Ace Innovation, who would now welcome the gathering and introduce the guest.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Viji. We're going to be transported to Turkey. Turkish carpets, Turkish souvenirs, the stunning scenery, the fascinating people with a history to match. We have all that, and with us, we have this Turkish lamp. She's lit up Turkey with her workshops, fairy tales, and fiction. Between the beautiful mountain and the sea, she writes and tells the strange dream she saw in the house with the mulberry tree. The Flying Mouse, Ghost High series, the Lemon Time series, Something Goes Wrong in the Garden. These are books. There's nothing wrong with the this Turkish beauty with the brain. She's here to tell us stories and transport us right to the Turkey which we've dreamt of, which we've heard of. But today we're going to actually see. I welcome Mr. Padmanabhan, our senior management and chartered accountant from Chennai, Dr. William Prasad, one of the pillars of ACE Innovation, Mr. Premanand, the principal of Little Flower School, Ramnagar, Karnataka, Mr. Martin Kennedy, the president of the matriculation schools in Chennai, Mr. John Tangaraj, a special welcome to him because it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, sir. Welcome to all the other participants who regularly come and listen to stories from all over the world. Welcome once again. Thank you. Viji?
Nina ma'am?
Viji? I finished.
Yes, it's over to the speaker, right?
Yes. Beyza?
Yes, Nina.
You can start, Beyza.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I see that most of them opens your videos, but I recuse that, and I want to see all of them's face and maybe hearing your voices. So please show your faces to me, because you know that storytellers uses faces. So your face is so important for me. And actually, throughout, I can see your ages. Oh, very lots of teenager and some of man, woman. Okay. And Nina said too, I'm a writer and also I'm a storyteller and screenwriter, and I make storytelling workshops in my country and in other countries. So we can start with a story in today. I want to tell my story from my book. I have some books I want to show you. This is a novel for teenage and for little kids, another adventure and humor books, and this one tale book. So now I will tell a story from this book. Yeah, wait a minute. Firstly, I want to play some music for you. It's this instrument's name is rebab. It's a Middle Asian instrument.
ராஜினை பத்தி சுந்தரன் பேசலான்னு இருக்கேன். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி மற்றவன் எப்படி பண்றான்னு தெரியணும்ல.
Yeah.
Once upon a time. Yeah. All of the story begin with these words. What I am going to tell you now is a true story. However, it wasn't easy for me to decide you this story because telling a story is actually sharing a secret.
And if that secret falls into the hands of those who do not appreciate it, that's when unexpected, strange events began to happen. But I risk it. Rather than ordinary, identical days, I am
Miss
content.
Beyza, your
Yes.
voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking and we're not able to see you.
Sorry. You are not hear me. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
We can see her also.
You can see
Yes,
me.
we can see.
Need to be little louder. Little louder.
Little loud. Okay, now you can hear me? You can hear me now?
Yeah, now better. Now better.
Okay. What I am going to tell you now is a true story. However, it wasn't easy for me to decide to tell you this story because telling a story is actually sharing a secret. And if that secret falls into the hands of those who do not appreciate it, that's when unexpected strange events begin to happen. But I risk it. Rather than ordinary, identical days, I am content with strange events that will turn my life upside down. If you agree, I will explain everything I know to the finest detail. At the time, a fabulist, word master, and linguistic storyteller lived in a country. He was so skillful in telling an event. When people listened to him, they wouldn't feel how the hours passed. They would forget about eating, drinking water, and the whole world. Do not say it will or that because it was the realm of possibilities that everything is possible. The famous storyteller would consistently tell all kinds of tales, legends, and epics and hadn't been heard before to the audience who gathered at his home every night. Some of his own words were inherited from others. Those who listened to him carried the letters pouring out of his tongue to other lands as a wind carried a sea. So his words spread throughout the world. I know there is not much strange situation up to this point. But the first and the end of a person's life are never the same. Just as a storm doesn't last forever, sweet breezes also have an end. Be patient, I keep telling. One evening, people gathered at the storyteller's house again to listen to stories, but the narrator wasn't there at his usual time. His seat was empty. His audience waited for him for hours, but he didn't come. The next day, they gathered and waited again, but didn't come. The next day, they gathered and waited again, but he didn't come. The next day, they waited patiently, but there was none other than his empty seat inside. Unexpectedly, without telling anyone, he silently disappeared and disappeared into mystery. He looked under every stone, they knocked on every door, they searched the wells, the graves, the most secret corners of the forest. Yet they saw neither a trace nor a voice of him. People were saddened by the disappearance of the narrator, but they also couldn't help telling various legends about his mysterious extinction. Some believed that he was imprisoned by the moons, ghouls, fairies, giants that the narrator mentioned in his stories. And some believed that he was kidnapped by those who wanted to steal their unheard tales. There were no days to come up with a new story about the narrator. They were listening to each other's stories with full attention in order to understand which is a lie, which is the truth. But it wasn't easy to understand. Days later, they began to forget the narrator, and they were excited about new stories and new narrators. Do not say whether it is forgotten so quick. It is forgotten. People are as ungrateful as they are loyal. I know that cats are notorious. Fortunately, while all of this was happening, there was only one devoted listener who fell ill with sadness, died without eating, and who was the famous storyteller in his dreams every night, who always sits on the master's jacket, sees his ears, and listens carefully. Must drive the cat. The Surmeli cat. Surmeli it means eyes blanked with coal, had listened to the tales of its master for years. And those who saw it from the outside thought that it always slept as it was customary, whereas cats listen better with their eyes closed. May you watch out for words coming out of your mouth next to a cat pretending to be asleep. The cat couldn't make sense for its master's sudden disappearance one night. There is a job in this. There is a secret in this. What should I do and find my master? He said. How would that be possible? After nights of thinking, because cats don't like to think during the day, an idea came to her. There were many stories. There were many stories he heard from his master for years. Only cat knew most of them. He believed that the wind, rivers, people, and the sun would take the words of his master and take him far away if he told those tales to others. Maybe someone would know those words and bring some news from his master. Isn't the best way to find the owner of the word by following the letters? The smart of the city. She is Iplik Hatun. So Miss Rob saved the narrator Rob for the Surmeli cat. Exactly one button to 12 Ks. He believed his talismanic words into the fabric. As the earth rotates, the moon goes from state to state. Just like a human, when you hit the road, act according to the time of the moon. The moon will take 12 days, changing each day before it's completed. Drive without stopping until you reach the full moon. Tell exactly 11 days during this time. Don't be the 12th if you have your fortune. You will find your master, or he will find you. If someone has a recluse to call, he is looking for him. Remember. The Sir Meliket put on his robe and went to the roof of the house. When he saw the tiny bear hanging in the sky, he immediately started telling the first story. The first story is Beauty Tale. Once upon a time, three brothers lived in one country. While the reds were purple, the purples were yellow. All colors were hidden in black. Names, it was brothers' names, Musti, Besti, and Aiti. Like every brother, they sometimes loved, sometimes quarreled, sometimes cried. One of these three brothers had a
Audience, we request all of you to please mute your audios. It's a request. Ma'am, you could carry on.
One of these three brothers had a cleft eyebrow, one a little in height, and one eye was smaller than the other. Their mother, two daughters, loved one son so much that there was no day when she didn't write poems for them or sing them. Before going to sleep, she bows their ears every night. To the violent eyebrows along creeps. I can't get enough of looking at Gazal's eyes. The soul in you is my soul. Let your beauty fall into the language. Love you, everyone who sees you, mother said. She used to say she used to say that the children didn't have many beauties that could be legendary, but they still grew up loving, smiling, and happy. Years passed, their mother got old, and one day, like a dried leaf, it slipped from its branch and mixed into the ground. Before she passed away from this world, she gave an advice. Whenever you lose for your faith and hope, water each other's ears. Each of the brothers and sisters decided to go different ways to embark on new adventures to make their own lives. One went east, one went west, and one went south. Going to the east, Pesti met thousands of people on the way. Everyone he approached with curiosity and excitement started to say, "Oh, your eye is smaller than the other," as if it was a contract. As they said so, Besti began to see himself ugly. He could no longer approach anyone or look into his eyes. Those who saw Musti, other child, going west, also made fun of his short stature. It, who went south, kept hearing that his eyebrows were not like a violin, but like a broken instrument. All three had lost faith in themselves. People's faces were mirrors. Every time they looked at them, they began to think how ugly and lacking they were. Eventually, all three returned from their journey. One winter day, when the storm outside was strong enough to uproot the trees and severe enough to blow off the roofs of the houses, they took shelter in their mother's farm and sheltered a dove house, lit a fire in the hearth and gathered. While drinking the chamomile tea breathed on the wood, he told one by one what happened to him, cried as he told, and as they cried, they became lighter like birds. I wish our mother had told us the truth, Ita said. We knew We weren't beautiful then, Musti added. They looked at Basti to say what to say. He was listening to the wood burning on the stove, murmuring something as it was burning crispy. Crossovers, crossovers, Bessie says. Remember what your mother said. Wood says. Looking at each other, they said at the same time. Whenever you lose faith and hope, water each other's ears. But what did that mean? Would they pour water on their ears? They argued until down and down again, but couldn't find the true meaning of the word. They could no longer talk or think from sleep. As the wood slowly died, Musti and Aita fell asleep when the door was knocked fast. As Basti got up and went towards the door, there was both a shiver and good feeling that good things were going to happen. He opened the door slowly and held out his head. There was a white deer at the door. He was staring in Basti's eyes. So beautiful, so tender. Basti opened the door wide. Deer sang poems and songs that Basti had never heard before. It was as if the words coming out of the deer's mouth were flowing into the garden, in Basti's heart, making it green. In the garden, jasmine, pelargoniums, yellow flowers bloomed, tomato seeds began to turn, and night birds began to sing. Then the deer quietly returned to the forest, where it came from. Then Basti, under the influence of beautiful words, closed the door and turned to the house. He saw the garden in his heart in the room and hastily awaked her brothers. He told what had happened. At the beginning of the fire, they were overcome by the scent of the flowers and enchanted by the sounds of birds. They chanted beautiful words to each other and read poems and songs, and they watered their ears with beautiful words. Their hearts grew green and their gardens widened. After that day, they never saw themselves ugly again. They irrigated the ears of every person they met with good words and made them see beautiful. The beauty of these three brothers was legendary, inspired by songs, poetry, and fairy tales, just as their mother sang to them every night. So good words won't disappear anywhere in this realm. When the Surmeli cat finished its first fairy tale, there were dozens of people listening to it under the roof. The day turned, the moon changed, it was a little bright, and the cat continued to his way. But now, the first story finished. Now, let's play a short game. Please open your videos and choose someone and say to him or her some good words. And I can start this game. Okay. Mr. Edwin, I like your shorts color. It's very nice. You look beautiful, handsome. And Nina, you are shining like sun because of your yellow ball.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
yeah, please, Nina, say some good words. Another one.
okay. Let me say. Dylan, you're looking so very interested in storytelling. You can, maybe you would be the next world champion. Right, Kabilan? The world storytelling champion?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Madhu, you too, Madhu. You could also become another champion, storytelling champion. Yeah. You've got some nice pictures there behind you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Okay, you can say somebody, Matu. You can say good words. Another one.
Shalini,
Madhu, you want to say something?
No, ma'am.
You didn't like anybody on the screen?
Ma'am, I like everyone on the screen, ma'am.
Very good.
I like Kapilan hair. Nice
Yeah.
hair.
And Amirtam Sarguru. Who's that in that name?
Vijay, ma'am.
Vijay. Yeah, Vijay, you look very smart and studious. You're very interested in storytelling?
Yes, ma'am.
he's religious.
Great.
He's religious, so he tells us a lot of stories from
Yes,
the religious text.
he looks too religious too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sanjay, I saw white in here. It's true?
Culture, ma'am.
What is it? What is the meaning of this?
It is Hindus of our God, ma'am. Keep, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They will say in Tamil thinking, ma'am. Ma'am, Lord Sivan.
You are speaking at the same time. Firstly, you can speak Sanjay after Kapilan. Sanjay.
English we can finish.
Ma'am, we will keep after praying God, ma'am.
Ah, every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Every day. Okay. And I saw another. Yeah. Just white, or you can use another color.
Ma'am, for one God, there is and many colors, ma'am.
Many colors.
Ma'am, it's come from cow dung, ma'am. It removes the head pain, ma'am. It's for Lord Sivan, ma'am.
That's very
It's
nice.
a medical approved, ma'am. This.
Okay, I didn't know, but now thank you very much for sharing.
Yes, ma'am. It is for Hindus culture, ma'am.
Hindus culture. Okay. Where do you pray? In your home, or do you go any?
I mean, home. We can keep in our home also, ma'am. Both also.
Okay.
Both also.
I will do that.
Every temple they will give, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
My voice so loud. Sorry, actually I speak so loudly, but I don't know, maybe technical problem. And yes, I see some beautiful girls. For example, Darhini Danavarshan.
Darni, ma'am.
Okay, your dress is so beautiful and you are
Thank you,
smiling.
ma'am. You too, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, now have you any questions for me? And
Ma'am,
do you like the story and can you understand? Because you know that sometimes pronunciation hard for us because different cultures and different languages.
ma'am,
Hi,
yes.
Beja. Uh, Hi, Beja. Very good evening.
Hi, Rohit.
Sorry, I was like little internet problem, so I was out from home, so I might not clear that much. But the most important, what I observe and what I like learn from today's meeting or from the story, that the way you tell the story, no, it's look that you feel the story. The main thing, once you feel the story, you will definitely like the audience also get in connect with that. That is the like what I can say, what I feel today.
Thanks,
So
Rohit.
it's a great, it's really it's like to learn something that from you, that whenever we as a storyteller, she wanted to be a storyteller, we have to connect with the story first. Then and then only we'll able to like convey the same thing to the audience and they will able to connect with us. That is the most important which I learned. So great, thank you so much, and thank you Nina ma'am and Major sir to give me the chance to be here.
Thank you, Rohit. Rohit is from Delhi. So he's listening to stories from all over the world every day from Delhi. Thanks, Rohit.
Thank you ma'am, pleasure.
Beza,
Thank you, Rohit.
the children would like to know something about Turkey. Can you tell them something about your food, something about your culture, something about what you eat, your daily life, the people there?
Okay, you can ask me what what are you wonder about me and my country, my culture. Have you ever been in Turkey? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
No. And me too. My dream. I hope one day I can come to your country,
You're welcome.
and you too. I hope one day you can come here. You know that I live in Anatolia. Anatolia is a very important place, yeah, in the world. So once upon a time, who knows Silk Road?
Silk
You
Road,
know,
yes.
yeah. Do you know Silk Road? I can write here for you, and maybe you can search on internet Silk Road. Ancient times, old times, um, different different people from different countries made trade. So they went to other countries. Um, so there is a very big way. For example, from China, from India, from Italia, lots of different countries, people came to Anatolia. So, for example, in the evenings, they stayed same places, like we say caravanserai, caravanseras. So in the evenings, when they gathered, they started to sharing their stories,
Audience, we request you to please mute your audios. Sorry for the interruption. Yes, ma'am, you could continue.
their songs, their poems. So, um, for example, Indians collected these stories, these poems, these songs, and when they return their country and they share their people. So you you can learn another countries' stories, cultures through class this way. So Silk Road, it's very important things in our history, world history. So we have so much traditional tales and stories in Turkish literature, and also I read and search world tales, and you know that some people believe that your country, your culture, Indian is the ancient and oldest place burn tales. So every tales burn in your country. Someone believe that. So I think why not? India and China, it's very important countries for tales. So I read lots of Indian stories and tales, and my friends came to your country, and I know your culture, your dress, your customs, your religious things. So I like your culture, and we have yes, so many differences, but at the same time we have we have so many same cultures, and I think it's very important. And you know, I like the music, and I learned to play some instruments. And India is the most um, most important country in the music. So I want to come to India one day for voice. Uh, yes, I want to be a student, voice student in your school. And I am fan of a Parvati Ball. Do you know Parvati Ball? Ball musicians. I can write for you. We have so many delicious food, but yes, we are different kitchen cultures. So one day, um, a friend from India said to me, "Your Turkish people um, eat a lot." She said to me, "Yeah, we eat a lot than you, I think, because we have so many uh, different spices, different different foods. There's lots of things."
Madam, it's supposed to.
Um, 16:30. Now it's
Madam,
16. Yeah, I
it's
can hear you.
supposed to be Turkish food is really good because I keep seeing on the internet and really it's mouth watering, madam. I just want to love the food from Turkey.
Thank you very much.
What's the time in Turkey, ma'am?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
What is the time in Turkey? What is the time in Turkey?
Yeah, I write in chat 16
No, no,
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
It's 6:45.
And any other questions, children?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, there is only Christians or any other religions, ma'am.
Yeah. Most of them in Turkey Muslim. But yes, we have some friends, Christian, Jewish, or another religion.
Ma'am, what
Most
is the national animal of Turkey, ma'am?
animal,
What is the national animal of
national animal. Okay. Maybe we have a famous dog, Sivas, Kangal. We have a city, its name is Sivas. And in Sivas, where there is a big and white and very sensitive and good educated, so Sivas Kangal is famous.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am,
You had quite an impact on all of us. Your talk proves that Turkey has every privilege to bask in glory of its magnificent stories. Thank you for that wonderful session. Turkey carpets, turkey lamps, souvenirs, a myriad of exceptionally fascinated people, the stunning scenery, and the history of Turkey has enough to impress anyone, says Dr. Nina Gayatri, COO Ace Innovation. Ma'am, may we have you to say a few words regarding our World Storytelling Championship?
Ace Innovation brings to you the first World Storytelling Championship 2021. And this World Storytelling Championship is going to be held in places like the finals in December in places like Sydney or in UK or Singapore. So you children get a chance to either visit these lovely places, and the prizes that you're going to get are equally very interesting. Storytelling is going to make you rule the world. All of you will be, crowned. There would be a huge, lot of people watching you being crowned. You'll become world famous, and you will be in all the newspapers in all the countries. Imagine that. Just visualize that. Each of you, Sanjay, just think of yourself wearing that crown, wearing that sachet. You've seen all this Miss India, Miss Universe and all that? Yes, children, all of you? Not only Sanjay, all the other children also. Yes? Can you just think of yourself wearing that crown after you tell a story? Yes,
ma'am.
Anyway, I would like all of you to visit our website www.worldstorytellingchampionship.com. Okay, visit the website and then read through it. Sit down with your parents, read through it, and then register. We can also, suppose you don't know how to tell a story, we also train you how to tell a story. Okay, you can see Shashikala ma'am sitting there in one of the pictures. So she's written a beautiful module along with Sangamitra ma'am. So and Henna ma'am. So all of them will actually teach you how to tell a story. And then you can go on, participate, and really win wonderful prizes. The prizes are like, it could be a car, it could be lakhs of rupees, it could be books, it could be your iPads, it could be laptops, it just could be anything. And not only that, you all get certificates. You all also, there's something very interesting. You also become members of a club called the Blue Hornbill Club. This is a very interesting club. Prime Minister Modi also, he keeps saying stories are important. You would like to, you should tell stories. All our grandmothers, maybe many of your houses, your grandparents are not there. When we were younger, they used to tell us a lot of stories, and all of us used to read a lot of stories also, right? So now we are helping you do that, helping you get back to books, because most of you may be sitting online classes and then again your mobile phones, right? So it gets you back to stories, and then it also tells you, it helps you in communication. It helps you, like today we met Beyza ma'am from Turkey. Yesterday we had Mr. Paul Jenkins from UK. And last week we had Paula ma'am from Panama. Then we had a person from Paraguay. Tomorrow we are having a person, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow we are having a person from Australia. Okay, then a Mexican. Then we have Senegal. So you have a lot of music, a lot of songs, a lot of stories from all over the world. But I think all of you also, each one of us have a story. And each one of you can tell beautiful stories if you just try. So go look into the website today itself, okay, and register and practice, learn, and I'm sure one of you will be crowned the champion. All right, Ace Innovation brings to you stories. Ace Innovation started by Major Rajan at Singapore. Okay, you would find him also sitting there. Major Rajan, he is waving to you. Major Rajan will be, he's the one who started this concept.
And then we brought it to India. Not only in India, a lot of students in Dubai have registered. So many have registered today from Dubai. They also told us stories from Dubai, right? And not only Dubai, places like Paraguay, South America, Argentina, where you had our Maradona passed away last week, right? So from his country, there are people who've actually come and registered. Many places many people all over the world. So you're going to make friends. Imagine you're going to come there to maybe Sydney or UK or Singapore. You'll not only see the place, you'll also make so many friends. You learn so much about their culture, like how Beyza learnt about how what we wear on the, after we pray, we put the ash. So she's learned so much from that, from all of you. The same way you will get to learn so much from them, right? So children, join us every day and also look into our website. It's a very colorful, very nice website. You'll really like it. And then go in there, register, fill in those details, right? And start practicing for the World Championship. We are waiting for you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Mama, can you please say the website's name once more, ma'am?
Yes. www.
Dot
World, WORLD, World
Storytelling Competition, ma'am.
Storytelling Championship.
Ma'am, it's in the chat box.
Championships. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
.com. It's in the chat box.
Ma'am, please tell the
It's in the
website
chat.
one more time, ma'am.
No, it's in the chat group.
Mentioned the
Group, see there.
website in the chat box. Please see the chat box. We have mentioned our website, our official website is in the chat box. Please, participants, see that, please.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, in this online itself we will do, ma'am.
Yes, you could. Yes, online only you will do. Now difficult, no, though we want to see all of you. Now it's difficult. So what will we do? We'll have it online this year. Next year we'll all meet each other. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This year it is online, ma'am, and next year it will be straight on a stage, ma'am.
Yeah. And every year you should participate. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And I want to see you all tomorrow in the webinar.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. Regardless of which part of the world you belong to, the Turks know how to make you feel at home, says Major Rajan, founder and CEO, Ace Novation Singapore. Sir, may we have you to give the closing remarks?
Thank you, Vijay. Ms.Beyza, nice of you to come today to share a story from Turkey. It's a beautiful country, full of culture, colors, and one important stopover in the Silk Road. A lot of trades took place, a lot of cultural exchanges. Turkey played a very important role in history. Even today, it's one of the most beautiful places to be visited. Thank you for coming, sharing about Turkey, and wonderful story. And what's the instrument you were playing? What is it called?
This one, rebab.
Yes, rebab.
Rebab. I can write in here. Middle Asian instrument. Sorry. Yes. Another one. French. This one.
Yeah, this one. Very interesting.
If you want, we can finish the session singing together.
Sure.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, that
So you
would
can
be
play the music and sing along.
Now,
Please turn on your videos. And now, firstly, I can say some melodies, and after repeat you, and we can sing together.
Okay, we can try.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, guys. On the videos.
It's very basic. I start. La 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 la. La 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 la
La
la
la la la la.
Now
Maybe it
together,
goes slow bit together.
you learn. Yes. I can show with my hands. La 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 la. Okay, together. Almost start.
Beyza, you can sing.
La 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 la.
Rajesh, we can't hear Beyza.
Don't
Yours
almost.
is
You will not
overwhelming.
hear. Okay. Everybody unmute. Unmute yourself so I can hear your voice.
Okay.
Yes, Kabilan, Sanjay.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Sing along.
Day after tomorrow, in the same meeting code and passcode, we want to come into the meeting, ma'am.
Welcome, you're welcome. We'll give you a passport. Now listen to the song. Let's sing the song.
Okay. After that, we'll tell you all how to participate in the webinar. Okay. Right
ma'am.
now, listen to ma'am. Let's
Okay,
sing
ma'am.
along with. Let's enjoy ourselves. Come on.
Competition, ma'am. Yes.
I'll tell you everything after the meeting. Okay. Let us first sing the song. You sing along with us. Let us enjoy ourselves. Okay. Come.
Yes, ma'am.
Beyza?
Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me, and I hope one day we can meet face to face, wherever in the world, maybe India, maybe Turkey, maybe anywhere. So I love you. Thank you very much.
We
I
love
like
you too, Beyza.
you are
Thank you so
our
much for the day.
sisters
Excuse me, ma'am.
and pray for me.
Major sir, I suppose you should unmute your audio.
More of them, we should not do simple itself, ma'am. We should say only the words, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Beyza. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing the stories. We will definitely meet either in India or during the World Championship. Okay, we'll get in touch with you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, audience. Thank you, boys. Thank you, Dr. William. Thank you, Mr. Padmanabhan, for joining us today. Mr. Edwin.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Team
ma'am.
Innovation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am. We would like
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
See you next video. Thank you, ma'am.
Children, wait.
children,
Children,
please
just
do
wait.
wait.
Children, don't go. Wait for some time. Just do it for some time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. We would like to sing with you every day. Please join us in our webinars. We would like to see your friends as well from Turkey. Ace Innovation possesses a team of smart, creative people to do extraordinary things. And here we stand today in your presence, working for a better tomorrow. To our awesome team, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, team, for your contributions. Silent gratitude isn't much to anyone. So audience, thank you for joining us every day. Children, thank you so much. You are an important part of the team. A heartfelt gratitude to you for celebrating the World Storytelling Fest along with us. Keep joining us at the scheduled hours to encounter the hidden stories. Tomorrow, that's on Wednesday. On Wednesday at 11:30 a.m., we have the Australian Regalia. On Thursday at 6 p.m., we have technology behind augmented reality. On Friday at 7:30 p.m., we have Marco from Mexico. Ace Innovation has so much to give to the world for a better tomorrow. Visit our website to register and win the title in the World Storytelling Championship 2021, which will be held in Australia, Hawaii, or Singapore. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thanks, Vijay.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Bye-bye.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you so much, Beyza. Bye.
Thank you, Beyza.
Music is very super, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Which school are you from?
Thank you, ma'am. Meet you next meeting, ma'am.
Okay, which school are you all from?
I'm KG International. KG International, ma'am. KG International School, ma'am.
Thank you.
KG International School, ma'am.
Super. Thank you so much for coming. Keep coming. Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
send it to your teachers.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now we can move, ma'am.
Yes, now you
Ma'am,
can
now
go.
we can move, ma'am.
You can move, but come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bring your
Thank you,
friends.
ma'am.
Bring your friends also. Tomorrow's story will be even more interesting. Come tomorrow.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Bye,
you, ma'am.
Welcome. Good night.
Good
night,
night.
ma'am.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. William.
Dr. Williams, thank you.
So Premanand sir is there?
Premanand sir, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So tomorrow Premanand sir wish to have a talk with you also.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Premanandan, sir.
Sir, Dr. William Pratap sir is speaking, but he couldn't able to unmute, I think.
Dr. William, can you unmute?
Yeah, now
Yes.
I can hear it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a wonderful evening. I was in the hospital. I had taken my wife for a checkup. So I was sitting in the hospital and I was listening. It was